Welcome everyone. So today we will discuss about pH in our digestive system. Yesterday we started importance of pH in everyday life, and under this topic you can see that there are total 5 different examples which is related with our everyday life. So two of them we have already discussed yesterday. Today we will start from the third one, which is pH in our digestive system. From the topic itself you can understand that in our digestive system also pH is also playing main role. So how pH is important, that is what we will discuss today. It is very interesting to note that our stomach produces hydrochloric acid. It helps in the digestion of food without harming the stomach. So this about this you must have studied in detail in your biology subject, that in our stomach hydrochloric acid is present, and that too in very concentrated form, which is said to be gastric juice and all. You must have studied about this in detail in your biology subject. So during indigestion the stomach produces too much acid, and this causes pain and irritation. To get rid of this pain, people use bases called antacids. One such remedy must have been suggested by you at the beginning of this chapter. These antacids neutralize the excess acid, magnesium hydroxide or milk of magnesia. That means milk of magnesia is a common name of magnesium hydroxide. So remember this. A mild base is often used for this purpose. Now what it is saying that in our stomach it produces uh, hydrochloric acid in very concentrated form, and this hydrochloric acid which is present in our stomach, it helps in digestion. Now what is the condition of indigestion, or what is the condition of acidity actually? So during indigestion, which may arise because of overeating or by consuming not so healthy food like junk foods and all, so that condition when the stomach starts producing excess acid, that condition is said to be acidity. And we must have one or the other time we must have felt about the condition of acidity, and we can easily say that uh, what happens in acidity stomach it starts producing excess amount of acid because of indigestion. Now when there is excess amount of acid in our stomach, then definitely if we want to neutralize that excess acid, then we will consume base. So here also we will consume base, and you can easily say these things. Now you can easily apply common sense after studying about neutralization reaction and all, that if there is excess base, then we are we are using acid to neutralize its effect, and when there is excess production of acid, then we are utilizing base to neutralize its effect. So here during indigestion the stomach produces too much acid, and this causes pain and irritation. To get rid of this pain, people use bases called antacids. So here what happens during indigestion is stomach starts producing too much acid, and because of that we start feeling pain and irritation. And then to neutralize the effect of this excess production of acid and to get rid of this pain and irritation, we will use base, and that base which is used to you can say which is used to neutralize the effect of acidity is said to be anti-acid. Like if you are going to any medical store also, if you can easily ask anti-acid and they will give you. So that is, anti-acid has become such a common name. One such remedy must have been suggested by you at the beginning of this chapter. So if you don't remember, you can just refer to the introduction part of this chapter. You will definitely get the answer. Now when we were discussing about anti-acid, actually uh, the two most common anti-acid which is available at medical store, you might have seen several advertisements of these two brands also, which are Digene and Gelusil. So you must have seen about them, and they are also containing mild bases, and the main component in that anti-acid is milk of magnesia. So if you are able to find any of this anti-acid, you can easily check the ingredient list and the components, that what are the components present in this anti-acid, and you will find that milk of magnesia is one of the major component present in them. So this is about the anti-acid, and here these anti-acids neutralize the excess acid. Definitely these anti-acids, they are basic in nature, they are actually bases, and that is why they are neutralizing the effect of excess acid. So magnesium hydroxide or milk of magnesia, it is a mild base, is often used for this purpose. Now here we can't use a strong base like sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Though sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, they can also effectively neutralize the effect of acid, but they are very strong and they are not fit for consumption, and that is why if they are neutralizing the effect of excess acid, but at the same time they can harm our body also. So we are using mild base, and one of the best mild base which we can use in such condition is milk of magnesia, as it is mild as well as it is also not harmful for our body. So milk of magnesia is one of the most commonly used anti-acid. Now you can also find some of the questions based on particularly this topic, pH in our digestive system. As far as I remember, uh, question has came in, I think in pre-board exam or in some other exam, one question has came of 3 marks having three different parts. So one part was like what is the how you can define the condition of acidity. So condition of acidity means during indigestion when our stomach starts producing excess acid, that is said to be condition of acidity, when and we start feeling pain and irritation. The second question was something like what is the most commonly used anti-acid. So you can give this example. Lot of questions can be framed on this topic, and one other question is also there which is important kind of, is that one, that if you have to suggest any home remedy for the condition of for the condition of acidity, so what compound or which home remedy you will suggest. So that is baking soda. If you don't remember, I think that is given on the introductory part of this chapter. Otherwise, if it is not given, we will discuss about this in this chapter only, later on in this chapter. So baking soda, you remember, is the home remedy which we can use or which we can utilize in the condition of acidity, because baking soda is also having mild basic property. Definitely any compound when we are using during the condition of acidity, means during the condition of excess production of acid in our stomach, then that compound, it has to be basic in nature. That is a common sense. So this is about the pH in our digestive system. Now the other one, which is pH change as the cause of tooth decay, it is also very important, and this requires little bit more explanation also. And on the basis of this topic, lot of questions can be framed, and one question has came also of 3 marks in pre-board exam, that I will tell you. And lot other questions they have also asked sometimes in MCQ kind of question. For example, that what is the chemical compound which is present in our tooth enamel. So that chemical compound is calcium hydroxypatide, but actually they are not generally giving this the name of this compound, they are giving the name of calcium phosphate. So once I think, as I remember, this question has came in MCQ, and they have given four different options of compounds, and the correct answer was calcium phosphate. So what I am saying, that a lot of questions can be framed on the basis of this topic, so we will discuss about this also.